Good evening, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And welcome to our non-spoiler review of Black Adam. I want you to go first, because I have thoughts.
Okay. I liked the story. I liked a different view of, a different culture. You saw in the trailers and stuff that it's about kind of it's not, but kind of an ancient Egyptian, Mayan, an ancient
Civilization.
There you go. And the new characters in the Amanda Waller universe, it was cool to kind of see some new characters. I know absolutely nothing about the comic book, so I mean, other than I've seen the cover.
Right.
That's it.
Right. Which we got a nice little homage to that at the end. Which is not a spoiler.
No. There were some editing choices that went a little over the top, a little too much. And there were a couple of CGI, especially in the beginning, there was some CGI that is not up to par with kind of what we're used to, especially, with Marvel and stuff. But overall, I thought it was fun.
I think I want to agree with a lot of what you just said. I really liked this story. And I like the concept of what a grayish character can be, how you can sympathize for their decisions and understand why they make the decisions that they make. Black Adam is one of the few characters that I've been introduced to. I was very late to comics as a person, so I'm learning as we go along, and Black Adam has been one of those characters that I've been intrigued with, and the idea of doing bad things for good reasons is always something that's going to draw me in. And I felt like they explained that pretty well within this concept of this movie. I agree, there is some editing choices that I think scenes could be a line or two shorter or quicker cut. You do a bunch of quick cuts in the fights, which I know is a CGI issue, CGI conversation, but I think that when you get to the intimate points, it loses its steam a little bit. So just some shorter cuts, quicker transitions into the next scene, because I think the emotional scenes that we get are actually really good. I mean, I think everybody did a great job with their performances. And Pierce Bronson, I want Pierce Bronson every day of the week, and him and Aldous are probably the standouts for me. Dwayne Johnson does a really good job, but Aldous is just, we love Leverage, so seeing him actually be on the big screen in a superhero character is just really something awesome for us to see. But I think ultimately the criticisms that I have read going into this movie are overly critical because it's the DCEU. I know it's not called that right now, but I don't care anymore. There's a blanket of uncertainty around the DCEU. And a lot of people are coming into this looking for all of the wrong things to poo-poo or backstab or
being overly critical
of this particular movie. Is this their best entry? I don't think so. But I think what they did for an origin story and what they set up with the concepts and the ideas in the Wallerverse, that's what we're going to start calling it, the Wallerverse.
Yeah.
I think is actually really good. Does DC have a plan? Before this movie, I would have said no. After this movie, we could have a whole different conversation about what could be, or rumors that we heard of things that are coming down the pipeline.
Yep.
But I feel this is a definite good step forward into the Wallerverse, which is going to be different than the Jokerverse, the Batman verse. Let them kind of be their own standalone things, and then if Ben Affleck shows up, we can do Elseworlds. But I think this movie is a lot better than what it has been talked about, and overall, I liked it. Maybe not as much as I've liked some other stuff this year.
Yep, I would definitely see more.
I would like to watch it again.
All right, yeah.
I think I definitely.
Yeah, I'd watch it again.
I definitely think I want to watch it again, but maybe on a smaller screen where maybe I'm not overwhelmed with the sound, because it's on Adobe, so it's the sound of the picture. It's so cool. And, score.
7.
See,
You told me to be
no,
prepared.
no. For a lot of what I was thinking on the way out was 7, 2, 5, whatever. But I think the more I think about it, the more I talk about it, the more I'm kind of working with my own personal kind of thoughts on it. I'm at a 7.5.
Okay.
Maybe even a 7.75, 7.75. So I just think that there's enough here for it to be good.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm excited about it. So that is our thoughts, non-spoilery, for the Black Adam, or just Black Adam, if that's what you want to call it. Let us know what you thought of the movie. And
there's a mid-credit scene.
There is a mid-credit scene.
Highly
important. Let us know what you thought of the movie, our reaction and comments about it in the comments down below. I did it again.
Comment.
Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell for notifications, and follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. Links are in the description down below. And until next time, cult members, good afternoon, good evening, and good night now.